So I'd love to welcome Kameron Kieffer. Big thank you, Kameron, for joining us today. Kameron is the AVP of Rehabilitation Services. Did I get that right? Okay. So Kameron, I'll turn the next few minutes over to you for the Live Well moment. Then you can throw it back to me for the stretching.
Thanks so much, Cami. It's great to be with everybody. I appreciate the opportunity just to take a few minutes and tell you a little bit about my Live Well and efforts to live well. I'm so grateful here at Intermountain to have had wonderful leaders and a culture of being able to, I think, be a little vulnerable as well as have a culture of trust and understanding. About 4 years ago, and I've been in the healthcare industry for 30 years now. It took me until 4 years ago to work up the courage to address, for me, what are some mental health issues around anxiety, and specifically anxiety at work. And for years, I tried to ignore it or, have workarounds. And I'm grateful. I reported for a few years to our COO, Nanette Berenson, when she served in a different role. And in my conversations with her, finally just worked up enough courage to get over my stigma and seek some guidance and professional help. And resources that we have here at Intermountain. It's really been helpful for me to just address, I have anxiety, and to be able to find strategies to manage it, find resources to help me with that, and also realize that so much of that mental health is determined by how we take care of ourselves physically as well. Eating healthy, getting enough sleep, exercising. And so just wonderful that Intermountain has these resources. And I'll tell you that it's helped me be a better leader and better husband and father, and give myself a little bit of grace that realize some triggers, it's not dissimilar to woke up with a headache, maybe I'll check my blood pressure, is I'm feeling some of these anxieties. Let me see where I've maybe not been focused enough on these strategies. Anyway, I'm so grateful that during my time here at Intermountain, that's finally something I've been able to address, and a much happier person for that. I hope that is a message that we as leaders and as an organization can continue to message, because I think there's still many folks who may benefit from that. Thanks, Cami, for giving me a few minutes. I hope I haven't run over.
Oh, no, you're great. Thanks so much, Kameron, for being vulnerable and sharing that struggle that you've had. And it does take a lot of courage to reach out and address those things. Because like you said, it's hard, especially when we don't feel like it's something that is in the forefront, of being recognized as an issue. And so many people experience anxiety and depression and mental health issues. And we do have some really, really great resources here at Intermountain. And, how you tied physical health into emotional health, they're not separate. They're definitely combined with each other. So thank you for sharing your experiences and being a leader in opening up that conversation.
Thank you, Cami, and thanks for doing the stretching so I don't embarrass myself any further.
Yeah, of course, I am happy to take that part on. So you can turn your camera off, you can leave it on, whatever you'd prefer. Either is great. So I'll take the spotlight off of you, Cameron, and I'll put it back onto me. So go ahead, everyone, and get up. Find yourself some space, and we will start some movement. Oh, maybe we should take like a few deep calming breaths today, right? You know, considering we're talking about anxiety. So let's do that for a second. So go ahead and put a hand on your belly, and if you want, you can close your eyes or just kind of look down at the ground, just a gentle gaze. And let's take a nice big inhale into your belly, and then a big exhale. Let's do 2 more deep breaths. See if you can lengthen the exhale a little more this time. 1 more big deep breath. All right, release it. Let's shake our hands out a little bit. And take your feet a little wider than hip width apart. We're gonna take a big inhale, reach up, get nice and long. And then as you exhale, hands can just come to your thighs, just in a supported hinge. And let's do 2 more like that. Big inhale up, exhale down. A few more releasing breaths here, right? This is our last big breath like this. Okay, big inhale up. This time you're gonna grab your left wrist with your right hand and then just start to gently pull over. Maybe even shift your weight into your right leg a little bit more. Release the arms, reach it up, grab right wrist with left hand, start to pull over. And then maybe shift your weight a little more into your right foot. And release the arms. Okay, we're gonna bring our feet closer together now. And send the right foot forward so toes are up. So you're gonna sweep your hands back as your hips move back. And then start to reach your arms up and then stand up and switch. So now left leg goes back, sweep hands back, reach up, and then as you stand up, feet back together. Let's do the other side. Reach back, right toes are up. Sweep forward. When arms get in front, start to stand up. And last one, reach back. Reach forward, start to stand up. Okay, we're gonna add on a little bit. So, right foot forward, reach back. We're gonna pause here for a second. So hips are moving back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. This time, as you sweep your arms forward, we're gonna stop in front, turn your palms to face down. Okay, now look at the ground. And if you need to look at me for the next move, you can, but then look at the ground. We're gonna look at the ground and then drive your elbows back into kind of a row. And then do that 2 more times, forward and back with your arms, that row. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Release arms, stand up. Shake it out a little bit. That was a little work on the leg, and let's do the other side. So left foot goes forward, sweep your arms back. Squeeze shoulder blades together. And then reach your arms, sweep them forward. Palms go down. Look down at the ground. And we've got 3 big rows. Squeeze the shoulder blades, squeeze the elbows together. 2 more rows. Take some big breaths, because it is a little work in the legs. Row, and then release the arms, and stand up. Okay, we're gonna put all of our weight into our right leg. So if you're by a chair or a desk, feel free to hold on to it for balance. Otherwise, you can put hands on hips. We're gonna take left toes out in front. So pointing the toes, touch the ground, and then flex the foot as you lift your toes. So let's do that a few more times. Flex and point, so we're working through mobility in the ankle. Okay, hold this time and do some circles. And then circle the other way. And step it back. Okay, let's do the other side. Anchor left leg, right toes step out. Spine stays nice and tall. And let's flex and point. Oh, one more time like that. And now let's do circles. So circle one way, circle the other way, and then release the leg. Okay, shake it out, shake the arms out, try and get everything loose and relaxed here. Take feet really wide now. We're going to start with toes pointed forward and just move hips side to side. This is probably a movement you don't do very often. We don't spend much of our time in this position, right? But if you ever go to slip on the ice, or if you go hiking and slip on a rock, it's good to have this flexibility in your toolbox. Mobility prevents injury. Okay, let's hold to this side. Now we're gonna just start to turn your toes out. So if they're forward, turn them out a little bit. Push your hands into your thigh and start to reach your chest towards the other foot. Good, come back to the center. Let's switch sides. Toes are still turned out here. Press your hands into your thigh. Start to turn your heart towards the right foot. And then come all the way back up. Okay, we're gonna turn our toes out even further now, as far as you feel comfortable with. Take a big inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come to just above your knees, a little bit of a fold. Do that again, reach up. Maybe this time your hands are gonna come down to your shins. And reach up. And release your hands down because we're going to take our toes forward again now. Okay, reach up, hinge from the hips, fold forward, make sure knees are bent, hands come to your knees here, and then you're going to start to roll yourself towards the ground as far as you feel okay with. So maybe you release your arms or maybe they stay on your legs, but you're going to try and fold forward really far here. And from right here, hands can be hanging or fingertips can be on the floor. If you want to go further, you can take your legs a little wider and then just rock your hips a little bit side to side. So we're getting a deeper stretch in those inner thighs. Okay, hips come right back to the center. Plant your hands on your shins, walk your hands up your legs. Let's bring our feet back together. Whew, probably haven't stretched in our thighs like that in a while, huh? Okay, big inhale, reach up. Interlace fingers above your head. And then turn your palms to face to the sky. Okay, bend the knees a little bit and reach forward. Round through the back, pull your shoulder blades apart. Big inhale, reach up. Maybe this time you're gonna look up. Exhale, round forward. Big inhale, reach up. And if you feel any compression in your low back, tuck your tailbone here when you're reaching up. Exhale, round through your back. And one more time, big one, reach up. Maybe reach back further. And reach forward. Okay, we're gonna pause here for a second and just rock your shoulders up and down, side to side, trying to open up your mid-back, but kind of on the outside. So the outside of your shoulder blades, that's kind of where we're stretching. And then release the hands, stand up, shake the arms out. Let's do just a gentle chin tuck. Let your shoulders just relax at your sides. Chin moves up and down, and then a few ear to shoulder, side to side. All right, you guys are all done. Thanks so much for joining today.